Now here's an interesting little song which I wrote way back in 1970 in the Ishmael and Andy days when we were surrounded by hippies. And hippies seemed to like taking illegal substances and went on these little trips. Now I wanted to write a song to relate to where they were, but actually say how much more important Jesus is than any drug they could take. And Ishmael United picked this song up a little later and turned it into a very successful punk song. Well, I'm going to do a version in between one and the other, folk and the punk, and see how we get on. Can't promise it'll work, but well, I'll give you an idea, won't it? Ready? Jesus trip. You say I'm on a Jesus trip, okay, but my feet are on the ground. And I'm not just tripping out, I'm worshipping a Saviour that I've found. Try and think these things out if you can. The man who thinks he's great to God, he must be some foolish kind of man. You say I'm high on Jesus, I say it's great to know he cares. And I seem to feel high when I worship my Father in my prayers. Try and think these things out if you can. The man who thinks he's great to God, he must be some foolish kind of man. He says it's a phase and then it can never last. But Jesus is the same today that he was in 2,000 years past. Try and think these things out if you can. The man who thinks he's great to God, he must be some foolish kind of man. You say I must be joking, you say I must be out of my head. But I will ignore you and listen to Jesus instead. Try and think these things out if you can. The man who thinks he's great to God, he must be some foolish kind of man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man who thinks he's great to God, he must be some foolish kind of man. The man who thinks he's great to God, he must be some foolish kind of man.